and welcome to Tuesday night fitness yoga. In the next week we were supposed to go back to work, but I'm not going to be there, so we'll be here, but it might be at 6 o'clock next week, because that's the time that my class will be at Handsworth. After that, when we go back to work, this class will be recorded from Handsworth. I'm going to try doing it live, but I'm not too sure about the connection or whether that's legal, but we're going to have a go. If not, if it doesn't work, and I'll need you to let me know how it is, then I'll just record it and then put it up afterwards. So we're starting off in cross legs or straight legs, whatever you want. You can do hero if you prefer. Bringing yourself down, bringing your shoulders back, tucking the chin in, pulling your abdominal lock if you can. But you don't have to do your pelvic lock, your root lock, but not your abdominal. And we're going to breathe in, lifting the arms up. And breathing out, bringing the arms down. And just bringing ourselves to this area. So this class is really for people with no problems, or nobody with high blood pressure, diabetes, joint problems. Make sure that you're physically fit. If you feel ill at any time, if you get hot at any time, then please stop. Listen to your body. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. And because I haven't got anybody on Zoom, I can't see how everybody's reacting. So just be careful and take your time. And we're going to do one more in and one more out. And then bring it back. So we're going to take ourselves to lying down. When we're lying down, we can keep our legs bent if we want, it doesn't matter. Turning our palms over, so we're going to work with our neck. We're going to tuck our chin in as tight as we can towards our chest. If we want to make it a little bit harder, you can lift it off the floor, but keep the shoulders down. Hold it here. And then bringing it back down. So we're going to take it back and bringing our head up, bringing our chin up to the ceiling. But again, if you wanted to make it harder, you could take it into fish. So that the head's going, the top of the head's going down, the shoulders are pulling back. You'll feel this open through the chest. But it's bringing blood towards the head. And then we're tucking the head back under, bringing the body back down. So we're going to turn and bring our ear towards the shoulder, so that we're sort of looking over the shoulder. We can again push the head down, but we want to make sure that this shoulder on the opposite side stays down. It doesn't start to lift when we push the ear down. Thinking about where we're breathing, how easy it is to breathe into certain parts of the body. And then we're going to bring it back to centre. And we're taking it over the other side. And we're bringing it back to centre. So we're going to bring our ear towards our shoulder. But we want to make sure that our nose is pointing up to the ceiling, not our chin. So we want to make sure our chin's tucked in. And we're pushing our hands away, so we don't want our shoulders coming up. We want them pushing down, but we don't want them lifting. And then we're going to bring it back to centre. And we're taking it over the other side. So again, checking that chin, checking them arms. And bring it back to centre. From here, we're going to take our left leg down and keep our right leg up. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see this better. So we're bringing our left leg up. We're taking our left hand out in line with our shoulders, keeping our left hand shoulder on the floor. We're bringing the leg over towards the right. Now we can keep the head looking up towards the ceiling, or we can look down towards our left hand. It doesn't matter if the knee doesn't go on the floor, as long as the shoulder stays down. We don't want to lift and compromise that shoulder. And you'll feel this through that lower back. And we're bringing it back to centre. The head comes back to centre. We change the legs. So lift it, take it across the body, turn and have a look down the leg, down the arm, sorry. And we're bringing it back. And let's try one more on each side. And bringing it back. And let's try the last one. And bringing it back to centre. So bend both legs, both knees, turn the palm. Now as you do it, you're going to bring your shoulder blades up and over. So the palms are turning over, but the shoulder blades are coming underneath and they're kind of pushing your chest into the air. Bring your feet in as close to your bum as possible, but have them in kind of in line with your hips, so not together but not too far apart. Now you're going to push down. I'm going to move my arm out of the way so you can see the back. You're going to push down so that you're flattening the back, and then from there you're lifting up. Now you're lifting so that you're on your shoulder blades. There shouldn't be any pressure, any stress in that neck. Keep pushing them hips up. See if you can walk them feet in a bit closer, reaching your hands down towards your heels. Now we're going to tilt the pelvis. We don't want the pelvis to drop. We want to tilt it up. And then we're rolling the spine down. We're going to bring it down so it's flat here, but then we're going to bring it all the way to our tailbone, right between the bum of our cheeks. The cheeks of our bum. Talking backwards. So we're pushing down. We're curling up. We're pushing up. Walking them feet in. Walking them shoulders down. Reaching up. And we're curling down. And we're going to roll it because we can't forget the end of our spine. And then bring it flat. So bring the feet, the knees together, and we're bringing ourselves over onto our side. So the knees are on top of each other, the hips are on top of each other. We're going to place the top hand flat down, over, and bring the hand on top, letting the head relax. So we're going to lift that top arm up and we're breathing in, stretching up. As we breathe out, we're taking it across the body. We're keeping our knees together, and it doesn't matter if our arms up in the air. We don't take it down if the legs come apart, so we want to keep everything together. Again, if you want, you can turn and have a look at that hand at the back, and this you'll feel through the chest and the upper back. And we're bringing the hand up and bringing it back together. Now let's do one more. Breathing in, breathing out. Where's it easy to breathe? Where's it hard to breathe? And bringing it back in. From here we're going to turn over, back onto our back. And let's go round the other side. So again, the knees are bent, the hips are stacked on top of each other. The top hand's facing up, the head's relaxed. We're breathing in, we're reaching up. We're breathing out, we're taking the hand across. It doesn't matter as long as we don't lift them legs. We don't let the body reach over, but we're just breathing out and letting the body relax. And then we're breathing out as we bring them back together. Breathing in. And out. Then 3 breaths. And bringing it back. So roll yourself back onto your back. Bring the knees up. Hold on to one knee at the back of the knee. And we're going round in the circle. Massaging that lower back. And then we're taking it in the opposite direction. You'll also feel this pulling on your stomach and opening the hips help with elimination of air. And then we're going to bring ourselves up onto our bum. So we're going to take it into a forward bend. We're going to start with our knees slightly bent, and we're thinking about keeping our lower part of our back straight. So our feet are flat down, but our legs are bent. We're going to breathe in, lift our arms up, and as we breathe out, we're going to try and place our belly and our boobs down onto our lap. But we're keeping that back straight. We're going to bring the shoulders back and down, and bring the hands down onto the floor by our feet. Tuck our chin in and let our body come forward, but constantly think about that spine there. And lift the arms, breathe in, lift. See if we can take them legs a little bit further, but we're breathing out, they're still pushing down. We're trying to bring our belly down, shoulders roll back, we're dropping the hands. And breathe in, lifting up. Take the arms down, bring the legs down. So we're going to go into a lift leg twist. So we're bending the knee in, we're grabbing hold of the foot on the little toe. It can be round by the foot anywhere you want, but it's the opposite hand has got it. We're lifting up. Now you're straightening that leg. If it doesn't straighten, it doesn't matter, you can keep it there. Reach the other hand down towards it, and then you're going to reach and look behind. If you can straighten that leg, you straighten the leg. Then we're bringing the hands in, bend the knee, bring the leg down. Let's try the other side. So bending the knee, opposite hand lifts it. If you can't bend it, straighten it, it doesn't matter. You're reaching the hand round the back. You may find as you do that, you might be able to straighten the leg. You might not, doesn't matter. Bring the hand round, bring the foot down. Let's try one more. So lifting up, stretching out, reaching round to the back. And bring it back, take it down. Let's try the other side. So lift it and reach round the back. Bring it back, take it down. So we're bringing our feet up and then bring them down to the sides. Bring your hands underneath and just let the knees drop into butterfly. We're going to push them legs down, lift our head up, bend forward. Bring it back up. Bring the one leg, slide it underneath. Bring the other leg across into cow face. That can go behind or in front. The knee that's up in the air, you're going to bring that in. Now don't worry if it doesn't touch. From here, wherever you can bring your hands to, pull the elbows backwards, look up. So we're going to undo the hands, turn them up, so one thumb up, one thumb down, bring them in. Again, if they don't touch, it doesn't matter. Pull them back, look up. And undo the hands, bring them down. So we're going to take that top leg off and we're going to let it drop. We're going to take that bottom leg, we're going to swing it over so the outside edge goes down. So it's the opposite hand goes thumbs up first, the other hand goes down. We bring them in, it doesn't matter if they don't touch, we're pulling the elbows back, we're looking up. And we're bringing it out, we're swapping them, we're bringing them in. So with this we're starting to work the arms, the shoulders, but also the ankles, the knees, the hips. You'll feel the hips melt away. So we're bringing the arms out. We're taking that top leg over and bringing ourselves onto our knees, and we're going to then bring ourselves up to standing. So from here we can stand, jump, lift ourselves up. So let's take ourselves into sun salutation. We're stepping back and we're doing our 2. So it's one on each side. Bring ourselves first into mountain pose, making sure everything's in the right position, pulling everything in, shoulders back and down, hands together in prayer. Push the hands together, feel that energy running around through the arms, round to the back. Close the eyes. Feel strong. So we're going to breathe in, lifting them arms up, reaching back. And breathing out, taking it into a forward bend. Breathe in, shoulders back, back flat. Remember you can bend the knees if you find that you're arching your spine. We're going to start with our right foot and we're going to step back. Let the hips drop, bring yourself up into a lunging warrior. Remember you can keep them hands down if you have them wherever you need to be. Bring the hands down, step back to down dog. Pushing them heels to the floor, even if it's one at a time, that's fine. Coming up onto the tiptoes, pushing the body in and rolling forward. Remember you can always take them knees down, shoulders back. Elbows facing forward, bend the elbows back, bring the chest down, shoulders roll back, lift into up facing dog, cobra, whichever you prefer. Step back to down dog. Lift that left foot up in the air. You'll find that the heel of the right foot will go down. Pull it in towards the chest. Step it forward. Drop the hips, shoulders roll back, lifting up. Taking the hands down, stepping into a forward bend. Bend the knees, lift. Here we go again, one more. And bring the hands back down. Lovely. So, we're going to take it into bent leg triangle. You can bring your arms to your knees. You can have it to a block if you've got a block. You can take it to the floor, at the front of the foot or the back of the foot. So I'm going to start with my knee. I'm going to move. I'm going to hold it for about 4 or 5 breaths. I'm going to change each time. You can stop wherever you want. And like I said, if you feel any pain, come out of it. So taking the feet a little bit wider than the hips. Make sure that they're in line. You haven't got one completely off. Always use the back of your mat if you need to. If you hold onto your hips, especially if you've got a mirror, and you turn the one foot out. Now you don't want the hips to go. You want them to stay in line. Only goes as far as you can. With the foot that you've turned out to the side, you don't want it rolling in. You need to push down through the outside of your feet, and you want to stretch your toes out as much as you can so that they plant you down, making sure that that little toe is pushing down just as much as the big toe. Now with your feet, you want to try and lift these knees up because you don't want the hips to move. You want to keep them in line. So you want to keep wherever the legs are now, they kind of stay there. The knee's going to move a little. We're going to bend the knee. Now we want to make sure again that we're not going over the front of our kneecap so that the foot's not going past, so we're putting too much pressure. If that happens, move that back foot back, but again, push down through the outside edge. Don't let the foot roll in. Keep lifting that knee. Trying to open the legs from here. We're keeping the body nice and straight. We're taking the arms up, thumbs up, and we're going to reach over. Then we're bringing our hands down. This hand is going up. If it wants to, if the shoulder doesn't like it, keep it down. If you can go up, see if you can get it by your ear and reach and stretching the arm up. The more you push into that knee, the better it is. You may find you can take the hand down. It may slide down to the floor, but you don't want to roll forward. You want to use that arm on the leg to push you to look up. Keep dropping them hips. Keep stretching that arm. Now we're keeping this knee where it is, but we're going to lift ourselves up and then we're going to push the knee back. So it's a real killer on that leg. Lift them toes, bring them back to the centre. Let's try our other side. I'm going to move over so you can see my foot at the front. So from here, turn that foot out. Push down through the outside edges of the foot. Engage the thighs. Bend the knee. check it, make sure it's in the right position. Take the arms out if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. Reach over. Bring the arm down. Take the other arm up as high as it can go or over if that feels okay. Push into that knee, but still push down through that back edge of the foot. Maybe drop the arm. Push the body back, twist. Think about looking up to the ceiling. So we're going to lift and push back. Bring the foot in. Let the arms relax. Let's try one more. So turning that foot out. Keeping the body straight. Bend the knee. Reach over. Take the hand down. Bring it over if it can go. Let the body drop. Now we're going to lift and push back. Lift the foot. Let's change sides. Taking it out. Bend the knees. Reach over. Take it down. Twist to look up. Imagine someone's grabbing your hips and pulling them back. And again, we're lifting up, we're pushing back, we're bringing it in. So we're going to take it into a twist. We're going to try and keep our legs where they are. I'm just going to turn my fan on. Getting hot now. So we're turning the foot out. We're trying to keep that foot where it is, bending the knee and bringing ourselves round so that we're looking over it. Now if you need to, you may want to turn that foot to try and get the hips to come forward. Whatever you need to do with that back foot to keep you nice and straight and stable, do that. Try and turn the hips round. We're bending the knee forward. From here we're bringing the opposite elbow and we're bringing it onto the knee and we're bringing the hand onto the back. From here we're looking around to the back. We're trying to let the hand pull down, using the arm on the leg to again give a little twist. We can always take this hand out with a little thumb finger up, then from the shoulder roll it backwards. That'll twist us a bit more. You then might be able to lift and then bring it over the head. But again, only take it to where you can go. Now to come out, we have to go the same way we got in. So we're coming and we're twisting back to the centre. We're lifting up from the centre. We're turning back to the front. So everything, the legs have stayed exactly where they are. The only thing that's moved is our waist. So we're going to straighten that leg. We're going to bring that foot in. We're going to change the other side. So we're turning round. We're adjusting that leg at the back, so that we feel secure, but we feel that the hips are facing forward. We're bending the knee. The opposite hand, so the same leg that comes behind, this one comes in front, and we're coming down. We can always stay here. We can push the hand towards the floor. We can take the hand out, we can roll it back, we can lift up. I'm sorry, you can bring it over the head as well. So we're coming back out, arm comes up, it comes back behind our back, we come back to our centre. From here, we lift up, we bring ourselves round, we push the leg up, we bring them in. So let's try one more time. I'm going to spin round the other way so that you can see what I'm doing from the back or the front. So, we're turning. We're turning. Am I doing it the right way? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, going a bit mad there. So we're turning, we're coming in. From here, we're reaching the hand down, bending the knee, we're using that to twist. We're lifting, taking the arm back, lifting it up, taking it over. Using that arm. We might need to pull our boobs through if our boobs are kind of in the way, or throw one over one side and one over the other. This is where naked yoga comes in really good. So we're going to bring the arm down, it comes back behind our back, that comes back to our front. We're lifting up, we're lifting out, we're straightening the leg. Let's try the other side. So turning it round, bending the knee. Same leg comes behind, we're twisting, we're pushing, we're stretching and taking it over the head or above the head, wherever you want to go. And then we're bringing the hands in. Bringing the hand in, lifting, out and in. Bring the feet in. From here, taking the hands behind, push back. Give yourself a nice little stretch. And come back up, and let's do one more. Shoulders back, push the hips forward, roll back. And back up. Bring the legs in. Where am I going? Onto the floor. Give yourself a little shake. So we're going to take ourselves down onto the floor. So from here we're going to roll ourselves down. Let yourself just dangle in ragdoll. The knees want to bend, let the knees bend. Give yourself a little shake. And then we're going to bring ourselves down, push into child. And bring ourselves back up. So we're going to take it into dolphin, and we're going to do a dolphin dip. So we're going to move in dolphin. We're going to do 10, we're going to rest, and we're going to go 10 more. Now, if your arms feel as if when you're in this, you're bringing your elbows down so that they're underneath your shoulder, and you're pulling your shoulders back and away. Now, if you find that your arms start to slide out, if you've got an elastic or a band, you're going to sort of measure, bringing it round your arms, and kind of measure how far your arms are away from each other. So about there. And then make a knot. Now make a knot. make a knot, then stick your arms in it, and that way your arms won't disappear. They'll have to stay where they're put. Okay, so if you need to use a band, not an elastic, the elastic will just open, it will go with you. So from here, bringing the elbows down in line with the shoulders, pulling the shoulders away. Tuck your toes, then you're going to lift your bum up and push back. From here, you're coming forward over your arm, and then you're pushing back again. We're breathing out as we come forward, breathing in as we go back. That's 2. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and our last one, 10. Bring the knees down, back to child, turn the palms, let the head drop down. Now we're doing this to build up our shoulder muscles. We're going to finish with crow. So we're going to come back up again. Bring our hands together, tuck our toes, lift our bum. Push forward, pull back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. And bring the knees down, take them arms back, let the head relax. And then bring yourself back up. So again, working our arms before we go into, bring ourselves onto the bottom. We're going to take it into plane or tabletop. It depends on which one you want to do, and it's completely up to you. Again, we're holding it for about 5 breaths coming down and changing. So with this, you can have your hands facing in or pointing out or turning back. As long as the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder are all in line, that's all that matters. Which way the fingers are pointing doesn't. And like I said, you can do it from tabletop. I'll do tabletop first, and then I'll take halfway through my feet out and do one at a time, foot out. So from here, shoulders pulling back, push the chest forward, lift the bum, push it up, pull the chest back, take the head back, but don't let it drop. You can take one foot out if you want, holding it here. And then we're bringing it down. As you see, I changed my feet at halfway through, or whenever I felt like it. So I'm going to take my both feet out into full play. It's up to you, whichever one you want to do. Don't copy me just because I'm doing it. Do whatever your body tells you to do. Here we go. Now, if you're doing it full, make sure that the toes, the big toes are pushing down. They're not rolling out to the side. That you're squeezing your thighs together. You're pushing your bum up, pushing your shoulders back. Squeeze them stomach muscles. And then bringing yourself back down. Bring yourself onto your back and lift your legs up. So we're going to do upside down crow. Now with this, your feet are facing up towards the ceiling because that's kind of where they would be in the opposite direction. And then your hands are pushing up towards the ceiling because you're going to imagine that the ceiling is your floor. Now you're trying to get your knees to come above the elbow. So you want to ideally get them as close to your shoulder as you possibly can, but that's as far away whatever you can do. From here, keeping your head down, you're going to breathe out and bring the bum up so that you're bringing your legs towards your arms, but as close to your shoulders as possible. Hands up in the air. So we're going to do 10. Are we ready? Breathing out and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. You can bring the arms and let the legs down. Let the legs drop out if you want. We're going to do one more set of those. Again, 10 times. So bringing everything up. Hands up to the ceiling. Shoulders pulling down. Chin tucked in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. So now if your knees were getting up there, then there shouldn't be any reason why they shouldn't do it in the opposite direction. So this time we're going to do baby crow. We're going to roll over. Now this is crow, but this is, I actually think this is harder than crow, but it's safer because your head's already on the floor, you're not going anywhere. You may still fall forward, but you won't go very far, you're still on the floor. But it is baby crow. So with this, we're starting off on our knees and we're bringing our elbows down to the floor. Then we're coming up onto our tiptoes. Sorry, I should have done that first. From here, bringing our arms down, and then you're trying to get the legs and squeeze them into the shoulders. Put your head on the floor and then try and lift your toes off the floor while squeezing your legs together. Okay? So again, we're going to do this twice. And so we'll see how we get on. So, bringing yourself onto your toes so that you're already in the thing, but then bring the elbows down. Try and hug the knees into the elbows. So squeeze the legs together. Put your head on the floor. Try and lift one foot and lift 2 feet. And then bring it down. Now, I can't see if you've done that. Just going to imagine that you did, and you were amazing and brilliant as you did it. We're going to do it one more time. So, off onto the toes. Hands are spread out. We're starting to get the legs in close. We're bringing the elbows down. We're squeezing in with our legs. We're putting our head on the floor, and we're lifting our toes. I'm no good this way. And then relax. Give your arms a little shake. So we are going up. If you've got pillows, cushions, anything, stick them under just so that you don't smash your face into the floor. Shouldn't smash your face into the floor. You can put your feet down at any time. And if you don't feel secure, you don't have to. So with this, we're starting again on our tippy toes in squat position. Now you don't jump into this, same as the headstand, you step into it. You're bringing your hands down onto the floor, you're bringing your knees up as close to your elbows and you're squeezing them in. You're leaning forward and you start by lifting one toe off the floor and then the other toe off the floor. One toe up, one toe up. It's never a jump. It's always a step, okay? So here we go, lifting, one toe up, 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 bringing it down. Do we have one more go? Here we go. Leaning forward, squeeze them legs in, lift one toe, lift the other toe, lift the toe. Now if your leg starts to slide down, just stop. Just let yourself come down, let the leg slide down. It's just either if it's there, if you can't ever get it there and it's always slipping, then you'll never go into that. You don't go into that lifting one toe up. So you'll know whether you start to slide on how well it is. And it's again, it's that yin and yang. You're pushing your elbows one way, you're pushing your knees the other, so that you're creating a lock, a bind here, and that creates the power. And so, but like I said, if it starts to slip, then you're loosening that grip. You need to either pull, squeeze the knees together, or push the elbows out, whichever feels easier for you. Okay, let us bring ourselves down to the floor. And I'm going to get you to do seated gate pose. So, if we bring our foot in and take the other one out, now from here, this leg that's out, you're going to lift it and try and take it out as far out to the side as you possibly can. We're going to grab our hand onto our opposite leg, so if it's our left leg, we're going to grab with our right hand, and we're going to turn and look over that bent leg. Hold it here. Now keep looking this way, but bring that back hand up, lift it up and reach it over. And it just opens up them side ribs. And you've been squeezing them down together on the last one. And bringing it back up. Bring yourself back to centre. So let's change sides. Bring that leg in. Lift it, take it away as far as you can go. Turn towards the back of the bent leg. So you're twisting and looking over your shoulder. Using that leg to give a pull, you'll feel it right through to the hips. And then breathing in, lifting over. And bringing it back up. Bringing your back to centre. So we're going to change legs. Now this time, instead of having this leg turned in this way, we're going to see if we can turn the leg out in that direction. But you need to make sure that the leg is flat down, that you're not having your foot tucked out to the side. It's got to be tucked down. Again, the same thing, take that leg out to the side, turn and look over the back. Lift that back arm up, breathe in, breathe out, reach it over. And then bringing it back up. So bring that foot back in. Let's change sides. So again, from here, we're taking that leg back. We're taking this leg out to the side. We're turning ourselves and looking over our bent leg. Again, you'll feel this right through them hips. Lift that back hand, reach it over. Still holding on to that leg. If you can grab your toe, grab your toe. If you can't, don't worry. But you're still looking up. And you want this hand here so that it's pulling you through. You'll feel this through your lower back. and then bringing it back up. Bring that foot in and bring this foot in. Give yourself that foot in. So we're going to lie ourselves down. Turning the palms over. Again, you can have the knees bent, but make sure that they come together. If you find that you've got too much space under that back, or take the feet down into corpse position. Let the shoulders roll back, tuck the chin down. So I want you to think of your breathing as a square box. So I want you to breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, breathe out for 4, hold it for 4, breathe in for 4. If thoughts come into your head, just again either label them, past, present, future. Go back to thinking of your breathing. Doesn't matter how many times you do it, how many thoughts come into the head, as long as you know it's a thought, label it, go back to breathing. Control them. You can take it up to 5. So we're going to take a big deep breath